It's time for a review of the stories making headlines in the papers. And with me in the studio are two gentlemen, a public affairs analyst, Sejubumi Adibi Bennett, and social media commentator, Razak Olokwoba. Good morning.
Good morning once again.
Good morning. So let's look at the papers now. The New Telegraph is saying Goje Adamawa back out of Senate presidency race. El Rufai takes former Gombe governor to Buhari. APC tips Gaya Borough Omo Agege, Ali Mekena as National Assembly officers. Southeast to produce chief whip. Baja Bago declare for speakership. Now the Vanguard is saying here, Rep speakership intrigues tension as 17 jostle. Baja joins race. Rallies PDP, Abga AA, others. South members adopt him. Southeast APC scribes kick. Imo Khan opposes Muslim leadership tickets. North Central Sikh position presents candidates. Now in the Daily Times, federal government saves 24.7 billion naira monthly through digitalization. The Nation newspaper is saying here, governors push for Lawan in race for Senate president. Bajabiamila Miller says, why I want to be speaker. House leader gets support. The Nigerian pilot is saying zoning of National Assembly leadership tears APC apart. Aggrieved lawmakers plot alliance with PDP. APC Southeast warns Bajabiamila Miller to drop ambition rather. Indome insists he has not withdrawn from the race and we're going to apply the whip, says Tinubu warns. The Punch is saying speakership race, APC reps, others back Bajabiamila Miller, PDP to meet lawmakers elect. The Guardian here has it that Bajabiamila Miller affirms bid for Speaker, APC group kicks. The News Direct is saying Dangote to refine 65.4 million litres per day of PMS, others to end fuel importation. The Blueprint is saying 90 reps endorse Bajabiamila Miller for Speaker. Why we support majority leader, says PDP lawmakers. Now, looking at this story, I'm sure this will interest you. This morning, 90 reps endorse Bajabiamila Miller for Speaker. I will support majority leader. It's all across the newspapers.
Well, he's the guy to beat at the moment. And other guys are also coming up. They have legitimacy politically to also contest. And it is good that others are coming up too. So that by the time he gets there, he will know that he rolled up his sleeves, shirt sleeves, to get there. He will appreciate it and he will be more serious. Looking back and seeing other guys that contested against him, know that there are people who are watching all the steps that he's taking. Okay. I just hope and pray that we won't have the era of the current dispensation we have now. He has seen what Nigerians did to many people who took Nigerians for granted. Okay. It will make corrections at that. I don't see him not doing well. So he's the guy to beat at the moment. And I also will advise APC to make sure that they get the right guy there. For me, I don't have a problem with Bajabiamila Miller. I've looked at his antecedent and I discovered that if he cleans the ticket at the end of the day, he might have a robust parliament. All right,
Sejubumi, what do you think?
I think the party has to do the needful. For the Senate, they zoned it to the Southeast. Sorry, Northeast. But as of today, nothing has been said about the speakership position. All we had from the dailies is the fact that other principal officers, where the other principal officers in the Senate have been zoned to. So the APC, as a party, the NWC should come up with a blueprint, with a template for office sharing for the House of Reps.
House of Reps, yeah.
Yes. Then for Bajabiamila Miller, you should go a notch further. 90 is a good figure, yeah, but he needs 180. If he gets 180 apart from himself, who will not vote or who will vote, that's 181. So then by that, nobody will be able to meet 181 because there are just 360 of them. Okay. So I think what they should do is, now that 90 has endorsed, they should get more 90, then put it in writing, sign with it, so that when they get to the House, there won't be need for any election. All right. The list will just be submitted. 180 people have endorsed this candidate. The candidate makes it 181, then every other thing becomes a nullity.
All right, so the News Direct is saying Dangote to refine 65.4 million litres per day of PMS, others to end fuel importation?
As we look at fuel, we also should begin to look at other sources, because while other countries of the world are moving away from oil, we are building more refineries. So the energy we sink into looking for how to get our refineries working, equal and sufficient energy to also be distributed in looking at other sources of energy. Okay. There are aeroplanes that have gone to around 50 countries of the world on solar. So equal attention should be paid to both. So
but we haven't stopped fuel importation in this country, and we haven't stopped the advent of, we have situations where
just like people will say in Africa that we should kill two birds with one stone.
Okay.
While we want to assuage all our pains of importing fuel, we should also be looking at moving away from, because that's what the rest of the world are doing. If you travel around the world today, you will see cars, and Nigeria cannot operate in isolation. When the GSM came, you were forced into it. Even if you are not ready, then you were not ready. When vehicles and gadgets that rely solely on solar begin to go around the world, okay, you also be compelled to do similar things. So attention should also be paid to alternative source of energy. Why I agree that Dangote has done a good thing. We should encourage other businessmen around the world, instead of keeping your money in banks or across the world doing nothing there. They should do what Dangote has done. And by the time we have one in Lagos, one more in each regions of the country, I think the question of pains that we get from oil importation will come to rest. All right.
So when we looking at structures, he said we should look at other alternate sources of energy. Do we have the structures in place?
We can start building the structures, because solutions are supposed to be multifaceted. The world is leaving petrol. That's for cars, but we still need all the elements of crude oil, like the AGO, the diesel, and every other thing will still be needed. Petrochemicals that go with it will still be needed. Gas will still be needed. So Dangote refinery is a passive solution that we're all waiting for, because that will just